So welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is the second week of Should I Buy It? So this week's palette that I'm doing is the Violet Voss hashtag palette. I can open it and looks like that. So if you want to know what I recommend, then just continue watching. When I got the Violet Voss hashtag palette, I got it for the purples, honestly. I did like the gold colours as well, but funnily enough, or ironically, if I'm not using it correctly, don't come for me. I've only used like these colours. I haven't really used the purples, so that's what I'm going to do today. It's going to be a very, very, very purple look. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting, oh yeah, and I did love the shade names as well. So I'm going to put, let's see, TBT in my crease. Okay, I'm gonna go into Sunset just to blend that out. You know, you put two different colours and you think, oh, it's gonna make a big difference. They just ends up looking like just purple. But I'm gonna go back into TBT just to build it back up a bit. Well, at least I know these shades blend really good together. I'm going to cut the crease now. I'm going to do the trick I did in my last video, and I'm just gonna squint. Wait, how did I do it? Yeah, I'm gonna squint, and why can't I remember how to squint now? So just, no. Open my eye. I'm just gonna open my eye because I don't know why. I don't know how to squint all of a sudden. And as you can see, I messed up just a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is find a detail brush and just go back into TBT and tightly line around the cut crease. Usually if I mess up, I'll just make it bigger, but I don't want it to be too big. And you see? Great. So I'm just going to go back into the brush that I used for Sunset just to blend it out slightly. So I'm just going to swatch the purples that I plan to put on my eye, starting with Relevant, then Petty AF. Gotten a lot better at this swatching thing. Then Life. So those are the purples I'm planning to put on my eye. So I'm going to start with Life, just at the outer corner. I'm going to lay it down dry first, and then I'll wet my brush. So then I'm going to go into Petty AF. I've literally swatched these colours a million times, but I've just never had a plan for what to do with them. And I like purples, but it's not one of my favourite colours. So when I think of a look when I want to go out, I don't think, yes, purple. Even though I like it, see, they lay down really well. And then finally, we're going to go into Relevant. Try and blend these colours on my lid now. And then I'm going to go into Life. I actually thought it was going to be a lot more bolder than this, but it works. Okay, I'm gonna go in on the outer, like the final part here, and go back into shade called TBT. This is really pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna go basically back into all the shimmer shades and wet the brushes and go over it in a moment. Just need to find the spray. So I totally forgot that I was going to film today, and I was binging The Good Doctor. Ooh, yeah, you see the difference? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was binging The Good Doctor, and I was just, no spoilers for anyone that does watch it, it just warmed my cold little heart. It really did. I thought, okay, let me go and film now. Felt all warm and nice inside. Whoa, yes, okay. So it just needed to be wetted? That's a word, right? And then I'm gonna go into Petty AF. This is pretty. I really thought it was gonna be too strong and really, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Just not very flattering is what I was worried about. Then finally into Relevant. Just gonna spray it with no products on it. Okay, Toni-Anne. Oh, and if I haven't said it already, the mirror in this palette is everything. Absolutely everything. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. You just need to wet it. Also, I just remembered that clearly I haven't used this palette in a while, because the shimmers look better on your eyes when you use your finger as well. So maybe you don't have to wet it, just use your finger. It's just a bit more foiled. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, but in person it's just a bit more foiled when you put it on with your fingers. Then I'll go into Lit. Then I'm just gonna go into my iridescent glitter liner from Collection. It's called Glam Crystals and it is called Cosmic Stars. I'm just gonna go over where the cut crease is. Do you see where I put just a little bit there? Well, in person, you can see that it has pink and blue and purple shifts in it. And the key with glitter liner anyway is just take your time and do each part in sections. Don't try and draw the line. Sometimes that works, but most of the time I find when I take my time, it looks a lot better. So it's easier to build it up rather than take away. Oh, it also has green in it. Ooh. Okay, so while I wait for my lashes to dry, I'm just going to highlight, and I'm not sure if I should use one of the golds in here.
I guess not.
Okay, we're back. I forgot one of the shades did that, but yeah. So here is Truth. Do you see what I mean? That is not a highlight shade. And then I'm gonna go into Lady Boss, the one that fell out. Yeah, these are not highlighting shades. They're way too golden. And then No Filter. Yeah, no. And then finally Throwback. This might be, yeah, no. I tried. I'm just gonna go into LeBron's and highlight. Setting spray. On the bottom lash line, all I'm going to do is put Stay In TBT at the bottom. Yeah, so I changed my top because I know my mum is going to be complaining that I filmed in my night dress. So don't do that, why do you do that? So yeah, and I thought of her because purple is her favourite colour, so she will love this one and make sure she makes a comment of it. So I changed, Mum, I changed. Happy. So yeah, TBT, bottom lash line, baby. Oh, idea. I'm gonna go into Relevant and do my inner corner and then just go on top of it with a bit of the glitter. So that's the eye complete. So what do I think? So now this palette is on the pricey side. It's £43 here. I did get it on sale, so I can't really talk about necessarily being value for money because I didn't pay full price. But with the shimmers, oh, so I forgot to show you the black. And Lady Voss fell out again. The black is the best black I've ever used, ever in life, ever. So I'm just going to swatch the black on my arm. Look at that. I've never seen, hey, sunlight, don't make my arm look ashy, is it? Maybe it is. But this black is everything. I've used it on my channel before, in drag looks, in loads of looks. Like literally anytime I needed a black, I'm just getting Lady Voss off the floor. Anytime I needed a black, I would go for this palette. It's the best black, honestly. Nobody, not any other brand has stood next to this black. Like, I don't want another black. I just want this one because it's amazing. So, so that's a huge selling point for me. The shimmers, as you saw, they're very vibrant, and even the mattes in here. Honestly, all the payoff and the pigment in this palette is everything. Honestly, no lies at all. It's everything. But it's just a bit pricey, and if this sort of color scheme doesn't speak to you, then I wouldn't tell you to get it. But if it does, annoying. If it does, then I would say buy it. I will admit I haven't used this palette as much as I thought I was going to, but this was early on when I first started buying eyeshadows, so it was very much like, ooh, I like those colours, buy. So there wasn't much thought put into it, and plus I did wait until it was on sale as well. But if I haven't mentioned before, the mirror, best mirror ever, not ever, but best mirror. This was the first mirror that I didn't have to get my mirror that I had bought, my portable mirror. I could just use this. As you saw throughout the tutorial, you saw me just using this because I wear glasses as well, so having a mirror a bit further away when filming is not really the greatest thing. So when I find palettes that have amazing mirrors, it's everything to me. Like, I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna use you a bit more often. And honestly, I feel like this is one of the palettes that's sort of a hidden gem in my collection. And I say that because it's not necessarily a palette that I go to regularly, or a palette when I think, oh, I want to do this look, let me get this one. This is not the palette I think of first, but every time I've gone to use it, I'm impressed like it's the first time again. And you can't say that about a lot of palettes. A lot of them that you know the issues, that as soon as you look at the palette, you're sort of, this is not one of the palettes, but just for example, you just see it, you're sort of like, I'll have to build up that shade doesn't work for me, doesn't show up on my skin tone. And I don't have those issues with this palette, so that is also a plus. So if you're looking to invest in a palette where you can do bold looks, quite colourful looks, even though it's a little bit limited to what I'm used to now, I love my rainbow palettes. It just is what it is. But if this is up your street, please don't fall out again, then I would say to buy it now. I'm joking. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.